Hi, I'm Lou, and I like to talk. A lot. Sometimes too much. And to be honest with you, I've been wanting to do this for a while. To just kind of turn the camera on, justifiably ramble at somebody about God knows what. And I thought, what other way to do that than every year kind of post an update on valuable life lessons I've learned. I'll give you a little history, 2 years ago, I was living in a different city, just started my uni degree of law, figuring myself out, was in a long-term stable relationship, had a stable job, was super independent, moved away from home, whole city, to myself. It was fantastic. In the last months of last year, my long-term relationship ended. I didn't know who I was anymore. I've moved back home to London with my family. So I felt very demoralized. Very shit. Very like, oh, fuck me, I guess, I'm a failure. And thinking like that really brought me to this interesting perspective of, well, maybe I'm just starting from scratch again. Maybe that's what your 20s are about. So I thought it'd be really interesting, not in like a, oh my God, camera, social experiment kind of way, but in a how cool would it be to speak about life lessons I've learned at the age of 21 and then watch them back at 27, 28 and be like, wow, my brain chemistry is just wired differently. One of the first and utmost important things I've learned recently is that I cannot control how people feel, what's going to happen, and certainty is never 100%. Those are all really hard pills to swallow for somebody like me who tries to people please non-stop, tries to forgive, always gives second chances, just for the fact that I feel like I might be able to control what happens, how they're going to feel about me, what they think about me. Recently, going through a breakup, a 5-year relationship ending has taught me, fuck, you can't do that. I can wake up tomorrow and God knows what the fuck's gonna happen. And it's out of my control. Do you wanna know how you fix that? Because I fixed it. You just relax. It's kind of crazy, right? You think about it, you just relax. I know that's really crazy to hear. Such a simple solution, right? You just kind of breathe. Also recently discovered that people who look like they have their fucking life figured out don't fucking have it figured out. I'll tell you from experience. I had the stable job. I had a long-term relationship. 5 years. Lived with the guy. I had a stable uni degree. I was living by myself as well. Prior to that, for a couple years, I was always very emotionally mature. Always very emotionally aware of myself. I looked like I had it figured out. Fun fact, I drank every morning, every afternoon, every night. I don't know who I was. Is this the life I wanted to live? Did I want to live a content life, or did I want to live a life full of excitement and passion? And that conflict tore me the fuck apart. Oh my goodness. Every night I was restless. I couldn't figure out if I wanted to be here or there or nowhere. So I promise you, people who look like they have their life figured out, we don't. Okay, we don't. We really don't. Because you genuinely don't know what's going to happen the next day you fucking wake up. You really don't. I've also recently as well discovered that there isn't an end goal to discovering yourself. You can learn a new skill, learn a new hobby, harness your ability to really process how you're feeling. Growing doesn't stop there. Every single fucking day you have to keep growing. You have to keep learning, keep changing. It's fundamental. The minute you stop is when you become like I was. What I mean by that is I used to be batshit insane. I used to threaten to kill myself every argument, would break up, would never speak to a friend again for a week and then come back and then split and go crazy. My mind was a fucking mess and I took it out on people and I hurt people. And I'm very proud to say I don't think I am that way anymore. I think I've changed. I'd like to say I've changed. Never mind, no, I have changed. We're gonna be certain on this. I have changed, okay? But after coming to the realization that I've changed that behavior, I've grown from it, I thought to myself, well, that's it. I don't need to grow anymore for a while. That landed me in an absolutely miserable hellhole of God knows what the fuck. Fucking awful. I don't recommend it. I've also just been discovering myself as a woman. My entire life, I've been struggling with femininity. As a woman, do I look feminine enough? I have quite a monotone, deeper voice for a woman. Never really had long hair. I'm growing it out now, which is nice, and I'm happy about that. I didn't really have the nuances of a feminine woman. And that really got into my own head because I was, again, in a long-term relationship, and it was like, well, I want to be affectionate and romantic, but I feel like that directly contradicts with this strong, you know, dominant, authoritative woman I've kind of built myself up to be. So that's a whole thing I'm figuring out now, of how to be both at the same time and just learn to accept I am a woman. There's not much more to it. I also realized how valuable, like, unconditional platonic love is. It's so valuable. Please, if you have it in your life, do everything you can to keep it, cherish it, nurture it. Tell that motherfucker you love them. It is so worth it. The world is really cruel. The world is really hard. The world is really tough. And sometimes I don't feel like I'm ready for it.